Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss uses of present perfect continuous tense and what is the difference between present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense, and what is the difference between present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. In case of present perfect continuous tense, we use has and have as helping verb. We use been after has or have, and V4 means V1 ing after been, object, and then we use time phrase after since or for. Now, where do we use since and where do we use for? If we want to change it into negative, we shall place not between has, have or been. If we want to change into interrogative, interchange the position of helping verb and subject. It's very easy. There is no problem regarding the structure of present perfect continuous tense. But here we have to pay attention towards the use of since or for. Since or for indicate the time phrase used in present perfect continuous tense. Where do we use since and where do we use for? Since indicates a particular point of time. A particular point of time, while for indicates a period of time. Means a period of time. It is a point of time and it expresses a period of time. Point of time means since yesterday. Yesterday is a point of time. Since 2005, it is also a point of time. Since morning, point of time. Since Christmas means 25th of December, this is also a point of time. Since 1990, since January. In this way, we use since for point of time phrases, and we use for period of time phrases, time phrases expressing a period of time instead of a point of time. We use for. For example, for 2 years, for 2 months, for 3 hours, for 3 days, for many weeks, for several years. इस प्रकार से ये जो 2 years, 2 months, 3 hours, many weeks, several years, this is a period of time. अगर आपको पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम और पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के बीच का डिफरेंस समझ आ गया तो कभी भी आपसे सिंस और फॉर से रिलेटेड गलती नहीं होगी. कई बार सिंस और फॉर को ही आपसे फिल इन करवा लिया जाता है. अगर आपको ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है कि कौन कौन से पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम होते हैं, कौन कौन से पीरियड ऑफ टाइम होते हैं, तो यू विल बी एबल टू मेक दिस सेंटेंस करेक्ट. Write a few more point of time examples and examples of period of time in your notebook and understand the concept of point of time and period of time and use of since and for respectively. Now, where do we use present perfect continuous tense? एक ऐसा एक्शन जो पास्ट में शुरू हुआ, कुछ एक्शन पूरा भी हो चुका है और जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट है दैट इज इन प्रोग्रेस, दैट इज इन कंटिन्यूटी, दैट इज कंटिन्यूअस, दैट इज स्टिल गोइंग ऑन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमारे पास ये कोई काम है, ये पास्ट में स्टार्ट हुआ, इतना काम पूरा हो गया है, यहां हम बात कर रहे हैं इस एक्शन के बारे में, एंड जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट है दैट इज स्टिल गोइंग ऑन एंड विल कंप्लीट इन फ्यूचर. और ये वाला काम पास्ट में कब से शुरू हुआ, किस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम से या कितने पीरियड ऑफ टाइम से, ये भी इस बात पे डिपेंड करता है. तो इट इज यूज्ड फॉर एन एक्शन दैट बिगेन इन पास्ट and has been in progress now. For example, I have been working since morning. Since morning. Morning is a point of time. We use since before morning. I have been working. According to the structure of the sentence, of this tense, we use have after I have, then been and we for since morning time phrase. We have been living here for 10 years. Means we have been living here for 10 years. हम यहां 10 वर्ष से रह रहे हैं. अब भी तो रह रहे हैं ना, और आगे भी रहेंगे. इट मीन्स लिविंग का जो एक्शन है, एक्शन ऑफ लिविंग है, एक्शन ऑफ लिविंग हियर है, दैट इज स्टिल इन प्रोग्रेस. वी आर स्टिल लिविंग हियर. We have been living here for 10 years. Next use is, some sentences begin with it. We use it plus present perfect continuous tense in some structures. For example, आजकल बारिश का मौसम है. At present, it has been raining for 10 minutes. मुझे आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, and it has been raining outside for 10 minutes. Or it has been drizzling since morning. Drizzling, बूंदाबांदी, धीमी बारिश. It has been drizzling since morning. Next is, we have some stative verbs, not action verbs. And stative verbs have no ing form. What is a stative verb? For example, see, stative verb. No, own, possess, these are stative verb, and stative verb have no ing form. If these verb have no ing form, then we can't use them in present continuous and present perfect continuous. So in case of present continuous, we should use simple present tense. For example, I see you, नॉट आई एम सीइंग यू. ये गलत है, क्योंकि सी के साथ एक्शन वर्ब के रूप में हम सेंस वर्ब है उसको आईएनजी नहीं लगा सकते. सेकंड, लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. आई हैव ओन्ड दिस फ्लैट सिंस 2000. हालांकि यहां पर सिंस के बाद ये टाइम फ्रेज है, सिंस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम है, लेकिन ये जो वर्ब है ऑन, इसको हम आईएनजी में यूज नहीं कर सकते. हम इसको ऐसा नहीं कह सकते आई एम ओनिंग दिस फ्लैट. रॉन्ग स्ट्रक्चर. इसलिए हमें इसे प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में ही यूज करना होगा विद दिस टाइम फ्रेज, जो पिछले वीडियो में भी मैंने चर्चा की थी. आई हैव ओन्ड दिस फ्लैट सिंस 2000 मीन्स ये फ्लैट मैंने 2000 में लिया था, सन 2000 में लिया था, और अब तक ये फ्लैट मेरे ही पास है. I possessed this car since 2008. हम ये नहीं कह सकते I am possessing this car. Try to understand, all the stative verbs have no ing form, have no ing structure. That's why we use these stative verbs in present perfect tense instead of present perfect continuous tense. आशा करता हूं आपको समझ आया होगा. Now, let us try to differentiate, try to understand the difference between present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. Let us take two examples. I am working. Present continuous tense means an action which is in progress, in continuity at the time of speaking. जब कहा गया उस समय एक्शन प्रोग्रेस में है, उसे हम प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस, आई एम वर्किंग मीन्स कहने के समय पर अगर एक्शन प्रोग्रेस में है तो हम उसे प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस में लिखेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई एम टीचिंग टेंस, आई एम टीचिंग नाउ, आई एम टीचिंग इंग्लिश नाउ. टीचिंग का जो एक्शन है वो अभी एट द टाइम ऑफ स्पीकिंग जारी है, प्रोग्रेस में है. लेकिन अगर हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस की बात करें, I have been working since yesterday. मैं कल से काम कर रहा हूं. इसमें वो पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम बता दिया जब से मैं ये काम कर रहा हूं. I have been working since yesterday and still the work is going on. Still the work is in progress. Next is, now let us try to understand the difference between present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. In case of present perfect tense, let us take an example. I have lived in Delhi for 10 years. I have lived in Delhi for 10 years. It is not necessary that I am living there now too. कोई जरूरी नहीं है. हो सकता है मैं 2001 से लेकर 2010 तक दिल्ली में रहा हूं. I have lived in Delhi for 10 years. But may not be now. But in case of present perfect continuous tense, let us take one more example to understand the difference between present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. I have been living in Delhi for 10 years. Have been living in Delhi. What does it mean? It means अभी 2020 है तो मैं 2011 से और 2020 तक दिल्ली में रहा हूं और अब भी जो रहने का काम है वो स्टिल प्रोग्रेस में है, स्टिल कंटिन्यूएशन में है. I have been living in Delhi for 10 years. In this way, we have understood the concept of present perfect continuous tense. We have learnt and discussed the uses of all the four types of tenses of present tense. Good morning, students. This is exercise time. We have discussed uses of all the four types of present tense: present indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous in detail. Now we are going to solve an exercise based on present tense. You have to fill in correct form of verbs in these sentences. Filling in correct form of verbs is generally asked in examinations, either non-board exams or board exams or competitive exams. You are asked to fill in the correct form of verbs given in the brackets against each sentence. Now, if you have watched all the videos based on present tense, you will be able to fill in the correct form of verbs definitely. Now, take a screenshot and solve this exercise in your notebook. I hope you have taken the screenshot, pause my video and solve this exercise correctly. And then I am going to solve this exercise with you. Let us take first example. Fruits dash lots of minerals and vitamins, and the verb is contain. This is a general fact that fruits contain minerals and vitamins. फ्रूट्स में बहुत सारे मिनरल्स और विटामिन्स होते हैं. ये नेचुरल कंटेंट्स ऑफ फ्रूट्स हैं, इसलिए हम इसमें सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस का यूज करेंगे. और चूंकि यहां पर ये सब्जेक्ट प्लूरल है फ्रूट्स, इसलिए हम इसकी फर्स्ट फॉर्म यहां यूज करेंगे और फर्स्ट फॉर्म ही आपकी इस ब्रैकेट में दी हुई होती है. तो यहां पर हम लिख देंगे फ्रूट्स कंटेन लॉट्स ऑफ minerals and vitamins. The next sentence is time and tide. There are two parts of subject. It means the subject is plural. Time and tide dash for none and the verb is wait. This is a well-known saying. I hope you have heard this saying already. It means we can't stop the passage of time. हम समय के बहाव को रोक नहीं सकते, हमें अपने काम को ही करते रहना होगा. We can't stop the passage of time. Time and tide wait for none. We shall fill in wait. We can't add s to wait because subject is not singular, it is plural. Now the third sentence is the sun dash in the west. You have heard that the sun rises in the east. This is a general truth about this celestial body, about this natural object. As the sun rises in the east, in the same way, the sun sets in the west. The sun sets in the west. We use S with set because the sun is a singular subject. This is a singular subject. The sun sets in the west. This is a general truth. So we shall use simple present tense here. Next sentence is the flight dash at 6 p.m. This is about the timetable as we have discussed already. In case of timetable, we shall use simple present tense. Now the subject is singular. The flight, the aeroplane, the plane at 6 p.m. To express the timetable of a train, a flight or a bus is always expressed in simple present tense. So, being the singular subject, we shall add S to take. The flight takes off. The flight takes off. The flight takes off at 6 p.m. It means this is the timetable of flight. Next is Harshit dash for neat nowadays. Now this is an action which is in progress over a period of time. Now Harshit dash for neat nowadays prepare means he is preparing. Harshit is the singular subject, third person singular. We shall use is for present continuous tense and add ing to prepare. P-R-E-P-A-R. We will remove this E and add ing. Harshit is preparing for neat nowadays. Nowadays means these days. Next is she dash all the biscuits. All the biscuits. यहाँ इस phrase से हमें पता चलता है that she has finished. Means she has eaten all the biscuits. She has eaten all the biscuits. कई बार यहां पर हमने टू वर्ड्स इसमें फिल इन किए हैं, एक हेल्पिंग वर्ब एक वर्ब, लेकिन ब्लैंक में एक ही लाइन लगी हुई थी. आप इस बात से बिल्कुल कंफ्यूज ना हो. You have to find out the tense and then fill in the verb. You can fill 2 words, 3 words as per the requirement of sentence. So don't be confused with this single line. She has eaten all the biscuits and its effect is in present, means now no biscuits are left. 7th sentence, dash you ever dash the Taj Mahal. First of all, pay attention to this question mark or mark of interrogation. It means this is an interrogative sentence, and an interrogative sentence either starts with a WH word or a helping verb, and in this tense it will start with a helping verb. Ever. Next keyword is ever. I have discussed this word ever means in the whole life. It means this is past perfect tense. Have you, we shall use have before you, singular, because for you and I we use have instead of has. Have you ever, and after have, in case of present perfect tense, we use third form of verb. Have you ever seen the Taj Mahal? Have you ever seen the Taj Mahal? Next is I dash him since 2010, and the verb is no. First of all, the keyword is since time phrase. Here the time phrase has been given. It means this is present perfect continuous tense. But in this sentence, this is a stative verb. This is a feeling verb. and we can't add ing to this verb. So we can't write this sentence into present perfect continuous tense. We shall write, I have known him. I have known him since 2010. मैं उसे 2010 से जानता हूं. मीन्स आई हैव नोन हिम. 2010 से जानता आ रहा हूं. पास्ट में जानना शुरू किया, लेकिन आज भी तो जानता हूं. द एक्शन ऑफ नोइंग, उसे जानने का जो एक्शन है दैट इज स्टिल इन प्रोग्रेस, स्टिल कंटिन्यू. तो इस एक्शन का जो इफेक्ट है वो प्रेजेंट में भी है, इसलिए हम यहां प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का यूज करेंगे. नेक्स्ट इज वी डैश द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल ऑलरेडी. This is a word already, which is a key word for present perfect tense. For example, we dash the electricity bill already paid. We have paid because we is a plural subject. We have paid, P-A-I-D, the electricity bill already. मान लीजिए आपके पास इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बोर्ड से टेलीफोन आता है, फोन आता है कि आप अपना बिल भर दीजिए. आप कह सकते हो वी हैव पेड द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल ऑलरेडी, और वी हैव ऑलरेडी पेड द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल. नेक्स्ट इज द चिल्ड्रन डैश सिंस 4 AM. अगेन द टाइम फ्रेज सिंस point of time phrase is given here and the verb is play. It means we can use present perfect continuous tense in this sentence, and the subject is plural, children. The children have been playing. The children have been playing since 4 AM. In this way, we can use present perfect continuous tense in this sentence. Next is he dashed me so far. I have already told you about these time phrases, yet and so far. These are used either in negative sentences or in interrogative sentences, present perfect negative or interrogative. But there is a full stop at the end of the sentence. It means it is a negative sentence. It is not an interrogative sentence. And here also, the examiner, the paper setter, has already written not meet. So, he has not met me so far. He has not met me so far. वो मुझे अब तक मुझसे मिला नहीं है. Next is he dash for 2 hours. Again, the time phrase is given here, period of time after 4. For 2 hours, sleep. Definitely, we shall use here present perfect continuous tense because we can add ing to sleep. He is a singular subject. He has been sleeping for 2 hours. He has been sleeping for 2 hours.